Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. Got some. Yeah, got some music playing.
You about to ask me about my album? Yes, girl. I just knew it. R9, what's the latest? Dot, dot, dot. A dot, and a dot. We besties. You should know. She clapped on it, too. When I have more information, you will be the first to know. We're besties now. Oh, don't be hating. I know y'all don't be hating, AT. Hey, honey, I hear you're having a party about parties tonight. I gotta work in the morning. Making me work when Regis invited me to her after party. Unbelievable. Oh, easy. You get to Nashville, I might have to see you and your boo. I'm a married woman. I'm pregnant. Nashville. Yes, Nashville. How was it? It looked beautiful online. It was beautiful. I love you, Ree. I love you. I love you. You about to ask me about my
Rihanna said, "Stop asking about that goddamn album."
She said she done, okay? She ain't thinking about that shit no more.
Right. She on the bigger, better things, baby.
And I can't be mad at it. I
Can't.
can't do nothing but respect it.
Can't. All right, let me start TikTok. Boop, boop, pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 wop. Wappa dappa ding wow. Wappa dappa wing wow. Yo. Let's see. What's up, Kay? What's up, T the Brad? What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing? Everything good? Looking good? Smelling good? Feeling good? Everything all right? Yeah. All right. Coach girl, what's going on? Welcome in, everybody. Pile up in here, share this shit out. Make sure y'all get these people up in here. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. What's going on? What's going on? All right. Miss Timmons, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's see. Hello. How are you? Oh, we're not playing nothing today. Well, I am on a game, but I'm doing my podcast right now. We are doing a Peach Tea podcast. Yes, sir. Let me close up some shit up on my screen. Doing Peach Tea podcast. The topic at hand is toxic but tempting. Okay. Hi sis. Ron Smooth, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. What's up, Flacco? What's going on? Welcome in, you guys. Jay, what's going on? I'm not playing anything. Well, I am on Second Life, but it's podcast time. It's podcast time. So make sure that y'all hit that share button, hit copy link. Let me tell you, y'all are in for a treat. It's going to be a good time, okay? It's gonna be a good time. Clap for me, bitch. No, I'm just joking. But yes.
Do it, lady.
Okay. Logan, what's going on? Let me see how I can do this. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bang. Oh, to the beat, bitch. Bingy, bing, bing, be the bitch. Bing, bop, boom, bingy, bitch. What you wanna do? Bing, bang, bingy, bitch. Oh, what? Bingy, bitch. Bingy, bingy, bing, bo, bingy, bitch. Everybody want a bingy, bitch. Bingy, bitch. What? Bingy, bitch. Oh! I was to the beat, baby.
To be.
Oh, you was on Twitch? Yeah, I can't see. I don't have a thing where I can do like um you know see multi comments at the same time. I'll have to find something. Hey sis. Sis is in the building. Oh. You guys, I'm here with my best friend Mo. The bestest co-hostess with the mostest. Everybody's all right. We doing good over here. Yeah. We're just gonna jump. We're gonna jump right into it, baby. Welcome. Oh wait, hold on. Logan, thank you for the heart. welcome everybody to Peach Tea, the podcast where the flavor is sweet but the talk is spicy. It's a spicy meatball. What's going on, y'all? On today's episode of Peach Tea Podcast, we're talking about the chaos we call love. The ones that were wrong but felt so right. The people we stayed with knowing we should have left. And sometimes being the villain is kind of fun. We talk about toxic but tempting fucking love. Sis coming in with all the motherfucking gifts. Thank you, sis. What's up, Meatloaf? What's up, Meatloaf? Thank you, sis, for all the gifts. I appreciate you. Girl, what is it about toxic love? Like, god damn, why? You know what my main thing is? And I think it's because I'm old now, or older, should I say? Because ain't nothing about me old for real.
Not at all.
I feel as though like being toxic is just too much fucking energy. I just want to be happy.
I agree.
Like I don't understand. I be having like people like these young dudes, especially on GTA RP. They be liking that toxic shit where bitches be fucking coming up to you and killing you and like beating your ass. Like what the fuck you doing with that bitch? Like nah. To me that's a bit too fucking much. Oh baby,
Yeah.
commercials. You better get your motherfucking life, ho. We ain't doing that no free shit over here. Yeah, but anyway.
Oh,
Thank you.
Wait, what commercial? What happened?
Oh, on YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah. Jazz said y'all cute.
Well, thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for the heart me. Sis came in with a rose, the let them cook, the goats, the GGs, the what's ups. I appreciate you, sissy. But yeah, I got like we got 10 in the fucking bit. Well, hello there, 10 people.
Hey.
What a guan, people? What a guan? What's going on, y'all? Hey, Ty coming in with the motherfucking goats. I appreciate you. What's going on? The bangs, the bangs. Oh, you singing that for Mo?
Oh yes.
Thank you, Ty, for completing out the goat goal. I appreciate you so very much.
What is that, velvet?
Thank you. Y'all are too much. Y'all know here at Peach Tea Podcast, y'all are free to chime in and give y'all side of the story, or even if you want to jump in
What is that?
and talk about whatever and give your little piece, you're more than welcome to do so, baby. More than welcome. Thank you for the heart me as well as the popular votes. Y'all are going crazy right now. Uh, thank you for thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you for the popular votes. Thank you for the heart puff, funny wolf. But yeah. Okay, so what is it about toxicity with people that just hits different sometimes? Like, that's what I want to know. What is
I
it?
think that, in my opinion, really,
What is that,
it's
velvet?
just the excitement of it all. I think that, and this is just my personal opinion. I don't want to, come across as like crass or
What
anything,
is that,
but
velvet?
I really do feel
Come
like
on, vocabulary.
overall, please, you're stupid. But I do feel like people in general are kind of devoid of feeling things in general, especially when it comes to other people. Most people on a day-to-day basis, we may interact with a lot of people, but you think majority of our interaction, except for with our close friends and family, or even with our significant other,
Mm.
outside of that, it's very like shallow interaction.
What is
And
that,
I feel
velvet?
like now, because dating culture is very different and relationship culture is very different, I feel like now people are looking for that to make them feel like, this feels like I'm living. This makes me feel like I'm alive. And
Mm.
while, hey, there's a time and a place for that, when it starts to become too much, like, I feel like a lot of people aren't making clear boundaries, because the range of toxicity is very wide, in my
It's
honest
very
opinion.
fucking wide. I agree.
Yeah. And something that you might like to do may not be that toxic to one person, but then when you're dealing with the next person, they're like, oh, I don't like that. This is too much. And, people don't also take the time to stop and realize the things that they have endured and the things that they've done, and how much work it really takes to unlearn that as well. So it's a
Uh,
layered problem, I
yeah.
think.
The farting wolf said people confuse it with passion.
Yes, that is exactly it. They do confuse it with passion. And as a person, like, I'm a very passionate person, I'm a very
Yeah, me
intense
too.
person myself.
Very.
I'm not with the toxic stuff for real. Like, I have the little stuff that I do. I like the stuff that I like. But once it becomes too much, that's such a big turn off for me.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Gotta
Yeah.
go. Gotta
Yeah.
go.
Sorry to that man or
Or that woman.
woman. Okay.
Yeah.
You know I was coming back. You know I was coming back with that. But nah, that ass. I can't say too much that I've dealt with a lot of toxicity. And you know what's crazy too? Let's not act like toxicity don't exist in friendships either, or in
Oh,
family
absolutely.
either. So the it broadens, okay? It's not just with
Absolutely.
thing. And then some people get so immune to it too. Like, you get so
I
immune to
agree.
the buttery bullshit that your ass be like, yeah, this normal. This right up
Yeah.
my alley.
Right. And it's like, no, no, this is not normal.
What
Low
is
key,
that,
this is
velvet?
actually really unsafe.
Exactly. It's true.
You
People do
know?
need to unlearn behavior that is toxic even to themselves. Agreed.
Yes.
That's what sis said. Yeah. And
Absolutely.
sometimes it's too
100%.
What
hard,
is
but
that, velvet?
a lot of people, and I feel like that a lot of people in this day and age are not willing to even to acknowledge it. I feel like more people have woken up and decided to really do shadow work and stuff, but then there's like a large greater number than that just be like, yeah, let me just turn my back to it because I don't want to deal with that. So therefore, I'm gonna just, I'm gonna keep running through these toxics everything because I like
Yeah.
it. Wee, like they just running around like butt ass naked in the toxic field.
No, seriously. And then it's like from the outside looking in, it's like, why do you even allow yourself to be in those kind of predicaments? And part of me does understand, and I'm not saying that those situations aren't exciting because they can be, and I've been there.
Hmm.
But usually, for most people, there's a small window of when it turns from fun to being really terrible.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
people also don't speak up often enough when it starts to take that turn. You really do have to have those boundaries and let people know, like, I'm not comfortable with this. I do not like this. And being firm in that, regardless of the relationship type. You
Yeah.
really do. Even though it is hard, and I do agree that people do tend to turn a blind eye to it because it's like they get so caught up in just the emotions overall to really take a step back and look at the situation for what it is.
Hmm.
So you got to be able to call a spade a spade. You got to remember to do
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely. I forgot my train of thought right then and there. Somebody said, yeah, a lot of people confuse familiarity with genuine love,
Oh,
and sis
absolutely.
said communication is key.
100%.
Communication is key, but then the other part of that is understanding as well, because what is communication without understanding? And I always used to say that as well. I used to be like, oh, communication, I need communication. But if you could communicate, anybody could communicate with any fucking body, but if you don't listen and understand, what the fuck am I saying?
Exactly. And
What am
let
I
me tell
saying?
you, comprehension is at an all-time fucking low.
All
My God.
time low. I was in a relationship where I felt like it was getting toxic, and not so much toxic where it was just like whatever, but it was just like their traits was very toxic. And it was seeming as though, like, when I did have the communication, the open line of communication to him, and I was talking to him and I'm explaining, like, this is how I feel, this is this right here is making me feel this kind of way, and all of that stuff, it was like he was interpreting it something else, and was still,
What is
or
that,
maybe he just
velvet?
didn't even care to try to change it, because it just kept going back to the same old bullshit
What is that,
of
velvet?
his toxic behavior, or how he is just toxic, period.
Yeah. And I feel like in most situations like that, when people are so reluctant to actually take the time to hear what you have to say and just kind of, and I'm the kind of person, when I'm having a discussion about something that's very serious to me, I'm the type of person to rephrase it and say it back so that we're on the same page. Like, is this what you mean? And
Yeah.
when, dealing with people who are just, they hear what they want to hear and respond to whatever they thought, it's like, are we
Are we
are
in
we
the
on the
same
same page?
planet?
Are we even, no, dead ass, like, are we even in the same book at this point? Because what are you talking about,
And yeah, because
And
what
not
the fuck?
everybody knows how to have conversations like that. And two, a lot of people, when you bring up, you communicating in the sense of
Oh
like
God,
you're
sis.
saying I statements is the proper way you're supposed to have those kind of conversations, so that it's not saying, well, you're saying, no, I feel this way because XYZ happened. But it's like people will just hear it as like, oh, so it's my fault. And it's like,
Yeah,
I didn't
nobody
say
said
that.
that.
I didn't say
Nobody said
that.
that. We're just saying, like, this is what you did, this is the reaction of what you did that makes me feel this way, or whatever you
Right.
said makes me feel this way.
Right.
Y'all gotta get it together, baby. Gotta get it together.
Right.
But yeah, I haven't really dealt with. I mean, that dude that I just spoke about was more so recent in talking. We wasn't together, but we was more so like this loud ass fucking whatever the fuck music. Anyway, excuse me. Oh, oh, oh God. No, I'm just joking.
Now I asked you where was your beverage. Now
Here she goes. She always be like,
don't
"Where's your
piss me
beverage?"
off.
Don't cough in front of Mo, okay? Because I ask her, be like, "Where's your beverage?" All the
Okay.
time.
Wet your
The
whistle, clear your throat, babes.
okay. But just don't let shit get stuck in your motherfucking goosey pipe. It's over. This happens more often than not. So very true. The delusional arguer. Oh man, that is a type of toxic shit. Like, bro, what are you talking about? How did you get from A to C without going over B? I can't argue with people like that. Nah, me either. Me either.
Yeah.
I'm not an arguer at all. I would rather very much sit there and talk about shit and get that out in the open, and just move forward that way. I don't want to just. Who got time? First of all, that's a lot. That's a lot.
It
Come on,
is.
like to sit there, you be draining the fuck out yourself, ready for a nap after that fucking argument. Who got time for that? I'd rather
No,
just
for
sit there and
real.
talk about it and get an understanding of why you felt that you had to do what you do and all that whole bunch of stuff, baby. I don't want to do.
What is that, velvet?
I,
No, for real.
thank you so much.
100%.
Thank you, y'all. Thank y'all for the roses. Nisi came in with the heart me and the popular vote and the roses and all of that stuff, the heart puffs and all the gifts from sis and sis and Ty and all that stuff. We already talked about those. Excuse me.
What is that, velvet?
We
This is just
appreciate
my
you.
allergies. Hey, Trash coming in with the watermelon. Trash, no, I
Hey,
like that little
Trash.
watermelon thing. What's up, Trash? What's going on? Thank you so much for that, Trash. I appreciate you. That is one half of chocolate and peanut butter. We got chocolate and peanut butter, the Strap brothers in the chat right now. Thank you for the heart me. The dancing sensation. If y'all want to be on Second Life and have private dancers,
Velvet?
uh we'll talk to chocolate and peanut butter, baby. Okay, let's see. In their mind, anytime they're wrong, they think a big punishment is coming, so they get defensive. Possibly. Thank you for the go popular.
Yeah, but also too, I'm one of those kind of people like just because I'm bringing it to your attention doesn't necessarily always mean that it's
What is
going to
that,
be an
velvet?
argument. And
Yeah,
some people always just brace themselves for impact, and I do understand. You may have been through things
but
that
that's a
maybe
trauma response.
absolutely, and it's just like I'm not yelling. I'm not coming at you crazy. I'm
Yeah,
just saying what's going on, and then to be automatically defensive and we ain't even got to the real conversation yet. It's like, come on, calm down.
yeah.
What is it?
I'm definitely not one of those people. Like, I'll come to you and just talk. I'll be like, hey, listen, whatever. My tone will be so dry as fuck. Like, hey, what was this XYZ, blah blah blah, and I'll talk about it, and I'll just be like, I ain't really care for that. And
What
then
is
next
that,
thing you
velvet?
know, motherfuckers be jumping off the fucking deep end like, what? Blah, blah, blah. Like, just okay, calm your nerves, bitch, because now you gonna make me jump to 30. You gonna make me jump to fucking 30. Thank you so much for the chair, Mike. Nisha, thank you so much for the 12 roses. I appreciate you.
What is that, velvet?
We can dance if we are not in timeout. Oh, okay. Thank you for the level up cake. And sis, thank you so much for the roses.
What is that, velvet?
All right, let's see. Was there ever a time that you was the toxic one in the relationship? I'm sure I was. I'm sure I was. Maybe when I was younger.
I feel like, well, okay. I do feel like in certain relationships that I have been in, did I start to kind of mirror those kind of toxic behaviors? Yes. And that wasn't with every relationship. I feel like I really only had two that kind of got to that point, but it was kind of because this is also when I was a little bit younger, but it was like I had already been through a lot with that person, and then it's
Yeah.
just like the dynamic kind of changed, and then that just became our norm. Now we're arguing all the time,
That's
we're
toxic
talking
trash.
to each other crazy, and
What is
do I
that,
like those
velvet?
kinds of things? No. Now I will say that I am a big shit talker, and that's just my personality, but I'm
Mhm.
not the type of person to say things that are hurtful.
Right.
I'll tease you, but I know what I can say and cannot say. I'll never hit below the belt. I don't believe in that. That's wrong. But, you know, in comparison, like some people can't handle the shit talking from me. They be like, "Oh, you got a mouth on you, and I don't like that." Well, I'm like, babes, if you can't handle it, then
Oh,
this ain't
baby.
the place for you.
Let's talk about that shit. Oh, first off, Trash said I made people break up with me when I get bored of that relationship. I didn't want to hurt their feelings by breaking up with them. That's toxic.
No, that's messed up. I mean, do I
I
understand?
mean, I get
Because in
it.
certain circumstances, sure. But if I feel like it's important to communicate
Not Terry
why
said I
something
just
isn't
start
working
cheating.
out.
What the fuck, Terry? That shit is funny. Oh my
you
god.
know, and part of me does understand. Now that I'm older and I have like a different view of cheating, I'm not condoning cheating per se, but I feel like in certain circumstances, I'm gonna empathize and could be like, I see why you did. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But does that make it right? No. But I
S-
do understand.
Yeah, sis said I became
It's a
toxic
catch
over
22.
time because we were just not meant to be together. I became easily angered. I needed to unlearn those behaviors before starting new with anyone and did good.
Yes, yes. And that's awesome. And
Yeah.
honestly, I had to do the same. I'm not gonna lie. Even in this space on SL, I can honestly say I can say I have like two toxic exes in this space. Um,
Trash.
but uh one in particular was really really bad, and I'm not gonna lie, like the outcome of us, like we had like a breakup makeup kind of relationship, and it was just really really bad in the end, and
Yeah.
I was very scorned and upset. And the way that, I mean, I'm not the kind of person to jump from relationship to relationship, whether it be SO or real life, but um it did take me a while to like be like, I don't want to go into my next relationship feeling like it's okay for me to talk to the next person the same way that I spoke to him. I
Yeah.
don't want to be spoken to like he spoke to me.
Mhm.
And I'm not gonna lie, and it's so crazy because like me and that particular ex had reconnected earlier this year, and it
Mhm.
was just on some like friendly shit. It wasn't like on some get. Did he try? Yes, but I was just like no. But as soon as we had a conversation about like what happened, why we broke up for real, and I was just like, I'm not mad about it anymore. Like we had a really great friendship outside of that. We could probably still have a friendship.
Mhm.
And he immediately started with the toxic shit. And I was just like, yeah, no, because you're not gonna talk to me like that anymore. I'm not having
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I want to
Yeah,
say thank
no.
you, DD dear, for the follow. Thank you, Terry, for those roses, and thank you, sis, for the roses as well. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I, you know what else is the very very toxic. I was in the. I think like the whole side chick side nigga shit. I didn't say that TikTok, but I said that, but I didn't say that. But I think that is toxic as fuck. Like, why
Yeah.
do people feel like, oh, not gonna sit here and say that I didn't play that role when I was younger, but I don't think like that is something that like is. Are you okay? Are you
You mean
okay?
as far as like just being involved in it overall, or
Just even willing to play that part.
yeah. I mean, I do feel like there's a difference between people who kind of go into it with the whole I really met this person and it's kind of complicated, but I really like them, and then they feel like, well, they said that they're going to leave their girlfriend or
Now,
their
see,
boyfriend or
those are the
spouse.
situations that I've gotten into. Those
Yeah.
those were
And
my situations.
I do feel like there's a difference between that and then people who just willingly repeatedly find themselves in that position and like they're okay with that. You know what I mean? Now I will say I do see both sides of it.
Hmm.
Again, I'm not condoning anything, but again, I do understand. And this is just me as a very like non-traditional girly in my own right.
Hmm.
I do think that there is definitely something off about it, because it's like at some point you got to take a look at the situation and be like, okay, where is this really going?
Right.
Because if you're just out here having a good time and that's it, who am I to judge?
True. True.
But if you out here really thinking that, let me tell you, I've known people who like were with people who were in like long-term committed relationships and marriages, thinking that they were going to leave their partner for them, and it never happened, even after like years and years. And it's just like,
Even though that is very relevant in real life, it's very much relevant here on Second Life, you guys.
oh,
Second Life
absolutely.
is like a breeding ground for people who be like, well, I remember I was dating this one Merle. Yes, I'm gonna just leave it at that. I was dating this one Merle. If y'all know what a Merle is, a man girl. I was. That's my word. Y'all can use it if you want to. But I was talking to this one Merle, and this Merle used to tell me that this one chick that was like wanting to be with him for the longest was just kept getting in his box and was like, well, you see that I got a girlfriend. And they was like willing. They was like, oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Like, I don't mind being a side chick. I could keep a secret. Like, you okay?
Yeah,
They're
people like
so
that
scandalous on
are
this fucking
nuts.
game, bruh. They're so scandalous.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I will say, because like I said, by no means am I perfect. And again, I'm not condoning anything. The choices that I make, I can live with my choices. So, have I been on some like, yeah, I did something that was messed up because, but maybe that's a different story for a different podcast episode. But ultimately, I do feel like, yeah, it's not right, because I have been the long-term partner, and then it's like to have a partner that continuously cheats with just women who throw
Excuse me.
themselves at your partner, and then you're looking like, well, what the hell? And then
Yeah.
when I was younger, I used to internalize that and think that it was something wrong with me, like I was lacking something.
Hmm.
I'm so glad that I grew out of that. It was just like, no, because if a person wants to cheat, they're just gonna do it. But I'd
I
rather
had to
you just
grow
let
out of that
people to.
in my grown age. I think honestly that is like one of the things that I struggle with, like and this is a whole other topic and another thing, but that's like one of the things that I struggle with is feeling like I'm good enough, and that's just for anybody around across the board, and you know that because me and Mo be having like the deepest of conversations. Like, Mo was such a good friend, you guys. Everybody needs a
Thank
Mo.
you. I
Everybody
do my
needs a Mo.
best.
Yeah,
I do my best.
she's like an old lady trapped in like this miniature size body.
Hello? Mm. You had to
I
clap
had
for
to
that.
clap for
You got it for
that.
the confidence. Stacey,
uh,
please.
ah, ah, ah.
Oh my god.
uh, I had to clip
My
that.
personality tall, and that's all that matters.
Yes, cause she's like 2'2" and she just so little.
I
Oh, Booby said I love her.
Ah, boo
Right.
Hearts in the chat for Booby.
Yeah. But yes. But that's what I struggle with as far as feeling like I'm good enough. But in those toxic situations, when you have that kind of a that's not even a niche, when you have that whatever that is that you're battling, that thing specifically, it used to make me feel like, for instance, I was dating this one dude on here, and he had just gotten out of a second life marriage to which he was in there for a minute, and he decided to entertain me. This is why I will never ever be a rebound again, because of this situation. Me and him was talking for 6 whole months. 6 months of my motherfucking time of us acting like we was a couple. You could basically say that we was a fucking couple without the fucking title. And this is why I feel titles are very important as well, except when it comes to sexuality and stuff. Like, do and be whoever the fuck you want to be, okay? But this is why I feel like titles and knowing your place with somebody is important, because at the end of the day, like, you're gonna want to bring this person around, and what you gonna keep saying, like, oh, this my friend, this uncle Rich, like, what the to your kids and shit, say, hey uncle Rich, like, nah, cause that's a little too much. Oh, hey daddy, Bay in the building. Ooh. but yeah excuse me. But honestly, we was together for 6 months, and he was dragging it. Like, I kept saying, like, yo, where's this going? Because in 3 months, which I was just talking about this with Shad. Uh in 3 months, and I was told that somebody sends their representative when you're talking to them, right? So it's like you're talking to somebody, and they're sending it, because this is when you in that honeymoon phase. So it's the representative that's showing you, like, oh, I'll give you the world, girl. This is like L Cool J soft. When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall. Like, it be that kind of dreaminess. It be that kind of dreaminess that they give you, and then after that, shit starts getting real, and it starts getting deeper, and then you get more comfortable. And once you start getting more comfortable, then you realize this ain't the motherfucker that you was introduced to in the beginning.
Yeah.
But you also get a good grasp of who somebody is in those times, to be like, oh, okay, well, I feel as though, like, I could date this person. They seem like it seems like we're a good fit. Like, I like this person. But to go to 6 months and be like, oh, I'm not sure, I'm not ready, I just got out of a relationship, especially on Second Life, everything is fucking sped up on Second Life, like a motherfucker. And that's another thing that people be doing on Second Life with they raggedy fucking ass. They like to drag shit, and or they like to speed shit up. You be with somebody for 1 week, and it feels like a motherfucking year when you ready to get married to them the next fucking week and have a baby.
Not me. No, thank you.
That's
okay.
Me and Shy about to have a baby, y'all. No, I'm just.
No.
I'm joking.
Don't piss me off.
Nah, but yeah, toxicity.
If y'all can see the look on my face,
Right?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that shit is funny as hell. But yeah. Back to what I was saying. But I think that whole side chick and everything, we just definitely digressed off of that. But I think that whole side chick shit is definitely. Do you think situationships are toxic?
I feel like right now, because of how
Hi, Cedar.
dating culture is. Hey, Big B.
We was just talking about you.
Say hi. You need to come say hi to us.
Yeah, Ming Ming, you need to come by Crazy Nail. No,
Ming
say hi.
Ming. Yeah, you know, say hi us. But yeah, um, me personally, I mean, kind of to touch base on what you said a little bit before about just like titles and stuff like that. Me personally,
She
I'm
said, "Hey,
okay
Momo."
with hey, I'm okay with not having titles until it's like very clear that
Mm-hmm.
it's going somewhere. So like I don't to me it's like we if we just do what we do, that's just what we do. That ain't really nobody's
No, but
business.
I'm
You feel
saying
me?
in that context, me with him for 6 months, ain't no way in
Yeah,
hell
no,
I'm gonna be
6
sitting
months.
around fucking 6 months making it do what it do, and I'm over here damn near giving you wifey material. I'm over here waking up like in the morning like, hey baby, you want some breakfast? I'm cooking. I'm shucking
Yeah,
up this
yeah,
bacon,
yeah.
baby. Like, what you want? You want two?
Right.
You want two strips
But
of four?
also not too stupid. You dumb. But yeah, and I mean, in that aspect too, I do feel like this is why situationships can end up being toxic. But I feel like it's just because not enough people are very forthcoming about what they really want. And that makes all the difference because if you get into a situationships, and I've been in situationships that were actually really healthy. We communicated things. We both understood like what was happening in each other's lives and why we weren't really being together. And it worked out fine. The communication was just A1. We never had arguments. Like everything was a good understanding. It was so healthy. I learned so much about myself in that situationship.
Mm.
But again, you have to go into those situations knowing what you want. And then when things start to change, you also have to be willing to have that conversation, which can sometimes be very uneasy. And it's just like, now I'm catching hard feelings. I kind of
Right.
want to be together. Is that on the table? Is it not on the table? And
Mm.
when people don't say those things, or they don't say, hey, I really enjoy spending time with you, but I'm also kicking it with other people, and
Mm.
I don't really want to have any kind of exclusivity, make that known. But once you start hiding that information and not telling people, that's not okay. And because that's going to change the dynamic. Always give
Especially,
people the option.
especially leading people on with knowing the information and withholding that, and then you're still leading this whole
Right.
situation because you know this person is starting to feel for you because there's conversations about it, and then you still going on and carrying on, making it like seem like there's a hope for something else.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
this is not really where your head or your heart is at. That and that's exactly what that motherfucker did, baby. He was feeding me the word like, yeah, but I really feel you, and I think that this is great, and blah blah blah. You're such a, you know what I hate too, that I feel is very toxic. Nah, that's for another conversation. Yeah, that's for another conversation. But yeah, Ming Lee said, I feel like if there's a mutual understanding between the parties, nothing is wrong with it, but it needs to be clear from the get go. And Ty agreed with that. And then she said, yes, girl. And then she said, leading people on leads to fatal attraction. You already know. You already know. And Shaw says, speak.
Yeah. Yeah. It just ends up with a lot of miscommunication and then misinterpreted interactions as well. And
Mm-hmm.
then when you get resentment at the end of it, like it yeah, it's pretty much a done deal at that point. But again, as long as you communicate things, and again, be honest with the people that you're involving yourself with, but you also be honest with yourself, because
What is
that
that, velvet?
I feel like a lot of people have a hard
PhD.
time with,
Yes.
for sure. Because if you say, and I've been in that situation and then been upset about how it turned out, but it's like, girl, you knew how this was gonna go.
Ming Lee gonna say now she live, airing out your shortcomings. I'm screaming. But
I
nah,
mean,
just be honest. I
yeah, be
a lot of people
honest.
can't do that. And then here's another thing that I feel like people need to stop doing. But let me say, because I will lose my train of thought. A lot of people need to stop trying to not hurt somebody's feelings. Don't do that.
Yes.
Don't do that. Because at the end of the day, if you feel like it's gonna hurt them, let them hurt and get over it, as to prolonging the shit and then making it worse and letting it deepen and letting that cut like open more and more and more, and not like letting it heal. Just let it be what it is. Stop letting people, or stop going to people, oh well, I just didn't want to hurt your feelings. No, don't do that. That is the worst shit. I always say, with anybody that I'm dealing with, I would rather you be so fucking 100. I will respect you. I
Right.
can't help or like not respect you for being upfront and honest about whatever it is, as
Right.
opposed to you just like just stringing that shit along, baby. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it,
Yeah.
bitch.
I'm weak. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I do agree because I literally was just having this conversation maybe like a month ago, and you know, honestly, it really does make all the difference. I'm the kind of person to be like, so what? Say what you gotta say. Don't be worried
Yeah,
about
don't
how I'm gonna
sugarcoat it.
react.
If I
Just let me know
cry,
what it
let me
is.
cry.
Right?
Let me
You
cry. It's
said, let me be
okay.
that. I
Exactly.
will live, you will live, and I
Exactly.
can respect that you was honest.
Exactly. I I hate when people try to spare my feelings. Oh well, I didn't want to make you. I really cared about you, so I didn't want to hurt. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm a whole thug in these streets, bitch. Lay it on me. Nah, let me just let me deal with it. Let me cry. Let me, let me feel it at for that moment. And let me get over it in my own fucking time. All I need is a week or less and I'll be good. Well, it depends on the situation. It depends on how deep the feelings are, to be honest. And we're not just talking like with relationships. We're talking about as far as like family ships. We're talking about friendships, like all of that stuff,
Everything.
everything. So it really definitely depends on the person. I mean, on the
Yeah,
situation.
absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
All right, we got
Definitely.
16 in the fucking building. Welcome everybody to Peach Tea Podcast, where the flavor is
Yay.
sweet, but the talk is a spicy, like a meatball, spicy a meatball. Nah, but we're talking about toxic but tempting relationships, and we're also diving into some other kind of relationship aspects and all that whole bunch of shit. You feel what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody that is tuned in and talking and giving their opinion and their 5 cent, 10 cent, dollar. You feel me? 10 cent,
Shout out to the
5 cent,
chat.
10 cent, dollar. Dollar. Hey, I was giving the man the business. I was giving the man the business. All right. But nah. All right. So let's jump to this one. Finish the sentence, and this goes for the chat as well. I knew they were toxic when they blank, but I still stayed.
Mm,
I wish I could have been online tonight like I planned to. It's okay. Finesse coming in with that heart me, and Simply C coming in with the roses. I appreciate you, sis. Welcome to Peach Tea Podcast.
I'm
Yes.
not gonna lie. This is probably gonna sound crazy,
Mm-hmm.
but you live and you learn.
To set it up like
Yeah.
that is wild. To set it up like that, Mo, is what the fuck?
Because I mean, like when I think about it, like in hindsight, I can laugh about it now, but back then, scared for my life. But yeah, um, when I was like 20, I was
Mm-hmm.
dating a guy who was a little bit older than me.
We've all been there.
Yeah. We have like I typically have dated people who were older than me by like a handful of years. I legitimately have only dated like four people who were maybe like a
This is
year
why
or two.
this is why she's like old. She's like an old lady with full of wisdom. She's like a mini compact Yoda.
Shut the fuck up. girl grew to 17 people in the chat. Please. God. Anyways, but the only thing that I really thought about was, like I said, I used to date this dude, and he's a little older. We're gonna call him for nickname purposes. We'll call him KP, right?
Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
all right, KP.
So yeah, KP. So me and KP go back though. I have met him when I
His
was
real
like
name is Kenneth
17.
Powell. We know who you are. No, I'm just joking.
This girl. That you know what that's a different story for a different podcast.
Okay.
but anywho, so yeah, me and KP, we go back. I have met him when I was like 17. He thought that I was a little bit older just because I looked a little bit older. He thought I was like 22, 23. And
Mm-hmm.
then I told him how old I was, and he was like, "Oh yeah, nah, I'm not fucking with you because you're a little too young." And rightfully so, because he was already like 25. And you know, I get it, yada yada. But we stayed cool.
Right.
Now, I got to know him during that time, and that's not to say that like it was on some he waited for me, because no, like I dated other people, he dated other people. We really were just friends.
Right.
And when we finally were both
What is that,
single, and I
velvet?
was a little bit older, I had a couple of years of experience under my belt with relationships and like doing grown ass things. We gave it a shot. And I knew that that man was crazy back when I met him. Like the kind of conversations that we would have and the way that he would talk to me, sometimes I would be like, who the fuck he talking to? Like what's this? I
Right.
don't like that.
Yeah.
But when we got together, oh my god, it got so much worse. And the
Mm.
only reason why I stayed, because I was like, oh my god, he's so fine.
Ain't no way.
I knew he was aggressive and crazy, but I stayed because I thought he was just the finest thing. And in my mind, I was like, he's older, he's got degrees, he's got a good job. Like, I was like really just like trying to convince myself that like he was just the best thing. And in
Yeah.
hindsight, like, that's not to say that he isn't a great guy in certain aspects, but he was just an unhealed, hurt man. Was I tell you that man
Yeah.
had mommy issues like real bad, and that
Uh.
manifested in how he would treat women.
Hell no.
And
Oh
yeah, he
hell
would talk.
no.
Yeah, he would like talk to me crazy. We would get into arguing, like literally, we would be good for like a week, and then it would just be 30 days worth of fighting and arguments. And he wouldn't hit me, but he would like toss my little ass. And I ain't like that shit. Did I? And I stayed. It took me a couple of years to walk away from that,
Yeah.
and I was glad when I did, because I really realized how immature he was for his age. And I was
Yeah.
just like, wow, go do better. Shout out to me.
Right. Yeah. To speak on abuse, which is another type of toxicity, um, you guys, for anybody who is in a toxic relationship, such as any kind of abuse, especially physical abuse, make sure that you guys go ahead and exit stage left, because it's not worth you staying. It's not worth your life. And there's so much to the world out there that is way better. And if you need help with trying to escape, you can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 800-799-7233. So make sure that y'all, get out of that. But that is another
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
another fucking level of toxicity. This was when I was younger too. I was with this one young dude, and for streaming purposes, we're gonna call him midget. No, bitch, I hate you. For
Proceed.
nah, for streaming purposes, we gonna call him Carl. Fuck it. All right, so I was dealing with this one dude named Carl, and Carl was a very, I don't know, he was cute to me. Um, but then again, back then I didn't have no taste because baby, I was just talking to anybody because I was trying to fill a void in my heart from my father's passing. So I was just accepting anything. So to me, I thought that he was cute. He was mad short. This man had to be like 5'5", 5'4", and me,
Wow.
and I'm tall at 5'9" from since the 7th grade. Like baby, what? I've been ginormous and stuck at this fucking height from since the 7th grade. So I don't know. And then
Poor King.
yeah, but he at first he was cool, but then he started doing stuff, and he lived out of town. But when he came to Brooklyn, me and him always was together, whatever the case is. So when he came, he was just always like very like crazy with the mouth, and I didn't like that, but I stayed with him because I was like, oh yeah, he's so cute. He's so good to me and this that and like my dumb ass. But it came a time that he started to get abusive, and he started like putting his hands on me, and I was like, okay. And he was very controlling, and he was very yeah, he was just very controlling. The man used to be like, oh, when I get there, you better be fucking naked at the door. And I'm like, well shit. All right. So I'll show up with a sheet around me because baby, I like, but I was naked underneath the sheet, like he asked me. But then he was just still abusive. Like he used to punch me and all this whole
Oh,
stuff for
fuck
nothing.
no.
And then I was like, okay, I've had enough. Cause I know one thing about it, baby. I may not be at the best of fucking mental space because I keep dealing with y'all crazy motherfuckers. Whatever. I know this ain't love. You ain't putting your motherfucking hands on me, baby. I left.
And rightfully so.
This is why I said, love yourself more than that
Yes.
abuse. Love yourself more than those punches, baby, because it ain't it. That's not where it's at, because love does not fucking hurt. I promise you that. Love does not fucking hurt. Again, the National Domestic Violence Hotline is 800-799-7233. I understand you feel like it's harder than it can, like it's easier than is, but it really isn't. You're in a mental trap. Get your ass out that shit and get the fuck gone. Yeah, we was just talking about the other type of toxic, like the physical abuse toxic. But I stayed.
Yeah.
I stayed in that. He was toxic, but I stayed in that for whatever the fuck reason, baby. I don't even fucking know. I guess it was just to say that I had somebody, which
The
a lot of people
ways
do.
that yeah, and I feel like that's pretty much across the board. And a lot of the time I just feel like we try and find every reason to justify staying or to excuse their behavior, and it's not enough. It's not
Mhm.
enough. And I'm a firm believer, when you're tired of it, you're tired of it, you'll leave.
Mhm.
But some people don't get that luxury of having somebody that's like that with them, and they give them space to leave. I was very fortunate to have been in that situation, and when I left him alone, he left me alone.
Right.
Like that was it. We didn't talk ever again.
Yeah. Same. Same. Because when I stopped
Yeah.
talking to him, he stopped talking to me.
Yeah. And not everybody has that luxury, because
Excuse me.
you know, I have peers. It's happened to me, just having people like, you don't want to spend time or talk to this person anymore, and then they won't leave you alone, and that it's not a fun feeling to live your life in fear like that. So just know that there are resources out there for everybody. It doesn't matter your gender identity. There are so many good resources out there to help
Mhm.
you get away from that. And a lot of people do feel like they don't have anybody, and you'd be
Or nobody
surprised
would
that,
understand, which is
yeah,
crazy too, because that kind of stuff is more common than
it's very
anything.
common. It's very common.
We got a lot of broken people out here in this world, and
Yeah.
I just wish love and light on everybody and they mental situations, and I hope that everybody just grows to be a better person, period.
Yeah,
Look within yourself and
absolutely.
heal yourself. Don't you ever put your motherfucking hands on somebody again, bitch.
That too. Because I'm the kind of person you call me, nah, I'm at your doorstep. Call
Exactly.
your granny, call your auntie, your brother, I don't care. Everybody come outside. We all fighting. We all swinging.
On God, bitch. You know why? Cause
Yeah.
I'm a survivor.
glory.
Not cause glory.
No, cause I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
Yes.
Yes.
All
Shout out
right.
to Reba.
What about this type of toxic, guys? What about this type of toxic? Oh, I'm not ready to commit to you, but you better not fucking talk to nobody else.
Yeah, no, that don't work with me because I'm gonna talk to whoever I want to talk to.
Baby, talk about it. Cause
If you introducing me to people as your friend, if your homie trying to slide, I'm just your friend. So
exactly.
don't be mad at me. I'm gonna talk to whoever I
Period.
want to.
Mingley said that will never work on me. That's super fucking toxic. That's super
Not
fucking
having
toxic.
it.
No. Booby said, player, player. Nah, yeah, cause don't even. I've definitely had shit like that, and that was always the type of fucking like little bit of situationships that I would get into. Like it would be that. It would be like, oh, I'm not ready for nothing while we talking about this, or why you gotta ruin this with talking about title. We're having such a good time. Yeah, but you better not talk to nobody else, cause if I catch you with somebody else, it's gonna be a problem. And then that makes you feel like, well, damn, he really do like me. mm, no,
Yeah,
he just want
no,
his motherfucking cake and put it in the fridge too.
no, for real. I'm not having it.
Booby, thank you so much for the heart me as well as the tiny donnies with the glizzies.
I'm not having it.
Meanwhile,
No
they talking to
way.
somebody else. Exactly, Ty. Meanwhile, they out here having a whole fucking fan fest, fucking on whoever the fuck they want to, but then you over here trying to restrict me, baby. If you think that much of me, you'll be here with me. If you
Right,
really wanted
exactly.
it, then you would be here. Don't feel like you missing out on something or whatever the case is. Let me go. Please release me. Let me go. Yeah.
Okay. Unhand me. Thank you.
Exactly. Unhand me, Satan. Cause what? Fuck no.
Yeah,
That's
no, keep
definitely.
it, keep it.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely have dealt with people like that in the past, and it's like, why? Why you
Mingley
choose
said,
to
"I'ma
dwell?
unhand me for you."
Okay, because listen, I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
She ain't
Because
having it.
first of all, bitch, how dare you?
Exactly. How dare you? The crazy thing is, old me would settle for that shit. Old me would think. I think that self love will make you really move a whole lot fucking different.
Absolutely, and it's a huge learning to understanding why you think the way you think, and we only accept the things that we think that we deserve. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of and I had to learn this lesson myself. This is something I just learned within the past like year and a half, two
TikTok, shut the
years.
fuck up. Talking about some flag for hate speech. Shut your ass up.
They never let us be great. Oh
Ain't
my
nobody was
god.
hating. Shut the hell up. But go ahead.
They don't want to hating. Crazy. But yeah. Um is that you're worthy regardless. It doesn't matter what you've been through, what you've done in your past. If you acknowledge that you're not perfect and you legitimately just strive to be a better person to yourself and to other people, you're worthy of getting love from somebody in return for what you give. That's so bare minimum. It's
Right.
so bare minimum. And you don't have to accept anything less. You wouldn't
Exactly.
give that kind of love to somebody else, so you don't have to accept it. You're worthy
Exactly.
regardless.
You are worthy. That is the word being preached today. You are worthy. When Jericho crossed that land and went upside that seaside brick house, and then he went inside the building and opened the door and sat on the couch. You are worthy. Glory!
You stupid.
That's it. That's it. Do you think that Mingley said, girl. Do you think that being toxic has become romanticized on social media?
Oh, absolutely. And the thing that really was
I
like
hate
getting
it.
me when that, but yeah, it was like when it was starting to become like a trend and people wanted to post about toxic this, toxic that, yada yada yada. It was like more so like the younger people.
Yes.
But
Yes.
now I be seeing people who be like in their 40s, 50s, and 60s talking about being toxic. And it's like,
That's not cute. Hmm.
yeah, I don't like that. I don't like
Hmm.
that.
Not at all. I
Go
blame
ahead.
temptation by Tyler Perry.
Nah.
I'm screaming. Nah, but that ass. I hate to hear people be like, "Oh, I love that toxic shit." Like, why? Why?
No,
What's wrong with
seriously.
you?
Cause
What's
choose
wrong?
peace, baby. What the fuck?
Exactly. Peace is so much like everything. What is you talking about? Especially on GTA. Like, it seems like people get on GTA and let they innermost toxic everything out when they, especially when they okay, peace is that girl for sure. But they really be acting like they done lost their motherfucking minds. Like,
Yeah.
over dudes, or these dudes over the females. It's like real crazy. I will always choose peace over every fucking thing. I'm not sitting there fighting over no dudes. You can scratch that, baby. You ain't never gonna catch me fight over no dude. Peach is not the one, baby. I never was. I'm not fighting nobody over nothing. Are you serious? Cause baby, if I gotta fight for him, that means that he was entertaining you with some sort of whatever the case is, and baby, that ain't for me. Cause my whoever's for me ain't gonna do no shit like that. Period. Pooh.
Okay.
What's up, December?
Uh.
It ain't gonna be me. It ain't ever gonna be me. I don't chase dudes either. That's another fucking thing. I definitely don't fucking chase. You ain't gonna catch me chasing nobody. I got sneakers, but they ain't running shoes. Fuck your life. Bing bong.
Felt like you ate that.
Cause hell
You
no.
ate that.
I'm not chasing no fuck ass body. You can suck my ass, bitch. I'm okay. I'm okay. We just over here. Mingley said, ain't that right on up? Yo, if you're now tuning in, we're here at the Peach Tea Podcast, and we're talking about toxic but tempting love and relationships and everything in between. Thank you for the love you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, December. I appreciate that. Thank you. But yes, we're talking about all the things fucking toxic that comes with shit. It's good. Man, Second Life is good for that too. Second Life has a lot of people that just think that you're supposed to chase them. Mm-mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not. What you gotta say, Powder? Exactly. But baby,
You stupid.
yeah.
Please.
Wait, can we have a moment for Mo's hair? She eating down today. Come on, Brown. Yes.
See me?
Yes. With the
Yes,
swoop
get
the
the
doop.
swoop.
Yes. Come on. And then there's me. Looking like Reba back in the
Come
day.
on, Yoni Yale.
Okay. With my little yonty. With the yonty. Come on, yonty. Ay. 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 Yes. Listen, if you're on Second Life and you're a creator and you would like to see us in your threads, so that way you could get some exposure, baby, message me. Playing with Peaches. Yes, thank you. December said y'all so bad. Yeah.
Dang,
Bad bitches
doing my best.
extraordinaire.
Out here being a cutie patootie.
Okay. Now let's talk about some if this is red flags or romances. So I'm gonna read out some scenarios, you guys. We're gonna get into some scenarios. Peep the scenario. All right. So the first one is the fast forward lover. They start planning your wedding after the first date, calling you wifey slash hubby before you even know their middle name.
Oh, red flag. Big red flag. Oh, hell no.
Look at
Mm-mm.
top of the red flag. No, December put bad red flags. Oh, yep,
Yeah,
yeah.
huge red flag. I am more of a go with the flow kind of girl, and I like to take my time and really get to know people. And like when it comes to like stuff like that, like I am one of those people, like I would only ever see myself like getting married if it really made sense.
Mhm.
And when people like rush into stuff, like I just met you and you already trying to like call me your girlfriend. I just met you like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah,
Calm down, relax.
yeah.
I don't even know if I like you like that yet.
Right, right. I'm here for a vibe. Not saying that that wasn't me, to be honest. That probably was one of my fucking red flags things. Is I would immediately go into fucking marriage talk. You know why too? Because society has a way of making people feel like this is the norm. This is what you're supposed to do with your life. You're supposed to get married, have your first kid, then so on and so forth. Society really makes you feel like you're supposed to be married. And I had to get out of that way of thinking as well, because society will have you fucked up, baby. They will have you fucked up. Cause I really was hard on that shit. Like, oh, I had to be married. Like, when I was younger, I used to be like, oh, I have to be married by I was 30. I had to be married by I was 31, 32. And then I started pushing it up. And then once I started getting closer, and I noticed that I wasn't really, I'm like, okay. Then it threw me in a fucking depression. It threw me in a fucking depression that I did not get whatever. It's that goes for even expectations, because even with college will set you up like, oh, once you get a college degree you're gonna have a job and this, that, and the fourth. I had graduates depression for so fucking long, like
Yeah.
straight after, because I didn't get what the fuck it was supposed to have gave.
Right. And everybody's experience is not cookie cutter. And honestly,
Exactly.
I know more people who have just better life happiness and feel more successful with the decisions that they made by allowing them space to, really take the time to figure out what they wanted. I will say again, very non-traditional girly. I've I would say just in my own personal experience, just the people that I've known and the people that I've watched growing up that were married, marriage just didn't seem like it was all that it was cracked up to be, in my honest opinion. And that's not to say that, it's not a great thing, but we look at
Mhm.
the statistics now, you that ass got a 50-50 chance of that shit lasting. And, again, there's nothing wrong with getting married for love, but we got to think. I think in terms of that's a business agreement, because legally I am tying myself to you.
Mhm. You got to think about all that debt and shit that come
The
with it.
There's so much that goes into that, and it's like a lot of the times, again, marrying for love, like that's cute and all, but love changes over time, and you really have to be with somebody who knows how to work with you as a team,
Mm.
because you can love somebody and you guys not really be that compatible.
Mhm.
So now you married, or y'all done been together for umpteen years, and the love ain't how it was in the
Right.
beginning, because it, like I
And
said,
then y'all
shit
damn sure don't know
changes.
how to maneuver around that shit to make it work either.
Exactly. And
Mm.
it's like, nah, you really should want to like be with somebody that it
Most
really
people get
makes
married for survival.
sense. I do agree with that, especially for people who are, lower class, middle class. Yes.
Mm. True.
But Me personally, I just feel, and this is not me being pessimistic at all, because I love love and I love to see people get married. I love
Mm-hmm.
that. But again, do it for the right reasons and let that person show you that that's something that would be a good fit for you. Don't do it just because you guys have been together, because you guys have kids. Baby, no.
Oh yeah, I don't
Cuz
like that either. That
yeah,
that's
yeah.
crazy. That's toxic. Everything
No.
toxic.
I I feel like forcing somebody to, yeah, no, I'm okay.
Nah. Yeah, exactly.
Cuz you might be, in my situation, you might be a good co-parent, but you may not be a good spouse.
That part. You
And
might
I'm
just be better
sorry.
off as fucking friends. Get your ass out my face, chief.
Yeah. We the homies that got a kid together. And I'd rather my kid, if I have any, grow up seeing that their parents are cool and they really made it work, but also having that conversation with my kids. Like, no, again, pick somebody. If you're gonna try and do something long term, like really understand that you need to be compatible. It's more than just how you feel right now. You really have to think about when things are going to get hard, because life is not easy as you get
Mm-hmm.
older. You need to be with somebody who's gonna be like, yeah, let's do this. Hell yeah, we
That's
got
it.
this.
Do
Not
it,
somebody
lady.
gonna be like, oh hell no, 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 get out of here.
Exactly. Y'all see why she my best friend? She be dropping gems, y'all.
I'm just a real bitch. That's all.
Real hood nigga. Nah.
See,
All
you gonna
right.
fuck around and get dead. Stop.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. All right. So next scenario. They hate all their exes. Scenario. Every story about their ex ends with they were crazy.
Big red flag. Every single one. Mm-mm. Cause now I got questions, because if it really was the exes that are all crazy, what does that say about you?
On
Cause why are you
God.
picking crazy people?
That's the same thing that goes with every it's always the ex's fault and not yours. It's the same fucking
Right.
thing. It's the same
Yeah.
thing. Because if you
I
can't
don't.
if you can't admit your own shortcomings in any kind of situation and take accountability, baby, yeah, it's you. It's
Yeah,
you.
it's definitely you. Cause I'm the kind of person, I'll tell you what I did wrong. I'll be the first one to be like, yeah, no,
Hmm.
I fucked that up. That was me. You
I had
know?
to learn that
I'll
too.
be, yeah. And I mean, like I said, I'm far from perfect, but I can admit my mistakes, and I'm real keen to be like, nah, if I feel like I fucked up, let me do my due diligence to like show that I'm really sincere about it. Like I'm gonna try and like prove to you that I can do better if that's what it calls for.
Hmm.
But you know, for most people to just be like, oh well,
Now I know you can't take
it was
accountability for your
this, that.
actions and behavior.
Yeah,
That's what Mingley
nah,
said.
cause yeah, it take two to tango. So let's not sit here in front. Let's
Mm-hmm.
not do that. Let's not pretend.
Mingley and Mo would know, like, with me coming into how I am now, with me doing my shadow work and getting me together, whatever the case is. I was definitely that person before too, like that would be like, oh, it's his fault, or whoever I was with, it was their fault. I never really took accountability, but then I had to do work for me, and now it's like I have to go to them and be like, yo, am I bugging? Am I bugging? Then I'll spit the whole scenario. And one thing about me, excuse me, that I'm so glad that I do, I spit both sides. I have no problem saying my side of what I did and their side, and so the whole story could be complete. I'm not gonna miss a fucking detail. And I always come with motherfucking receipts. So it always makes me, I always have to
Yeah,
go ahead and be like, yo, am I fucking bugging about this? And then they be like, well, they'll give their little 2 cents or whatever the case is. And then I'll be like, all right, I just wanted to make
nah, for
sure.
real.
And if I was wrong, they have no problem with telling me that, yeah, relax, you was doing, I mean, or blah, 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 and they'll say whatever. So,
Yeah, cause baby, I'm the kind of friend I'm gonna let you know if you wildin'. Cause if you come to me with some bullshit, and I'm gonna tell you.
You
That's
wildin'.
bullshit. You
Yep.
wildin'.
Yep. She is.
Why you do that?
Exactly. All right. Next red flag or romance. Phone face down notifications off. Their phone is always face down and they suddenly change their passcode.
Um, I'm. mm,
Todd threw up the red flags immediately.
is it a red? But like, is this somebody that like I'm in a long? Like, is this just somebody that I'm messing around with? Like, it ain't because I don't really give a damn if it ain't really like that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But if this is my partner, I'm not really the type of girly to go through phones. Like when I
Me
was younger,
either.
I would do that,
I
and
never did it.
I feel like you want to go through somebody when you find exactly what you're looking for, and
Exactly.
I learned that the hard way. I mean, I was glad that I saw it. I was actually, I was upset in the moment, but I was relieved to like really understand what was happening in that relationship. But at the same time, it's like after that, I was like, yeah, no, I haven't done that shit since I was like 19. I just, if it's a big deal about your phone, it, baby, it's,
I don't go
yeah,
through them
no,
either
I'm
because you
okay.
going to tell on yourself anyway.
No, for real.
Not
And they
starving
always
for
do.
MBB. What's MBB? What's that? And I listen to my intuition real bad. Me too. My intuition never fucking fails me, baby. My gut,
Man.
my gut never fucking fails me on food and on fucking life, baby. It never fails.
We,
Never fucking fails. I know when something's gonna hit and when it ain't, baby. Hallelujah.
please.
Nah, I was never a check your phone person either because what the fuck? Why should I do that? It don't make sense. If I gotta do all of that, baby, that means I don't trust you, which means you're not for me. You're not for me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna check your
I ain't
phone.
gotta do all that.
That's doing too much for me.
My pattern recognition is elite. That's crazy. That is real crazy. Okay. Next one. The on and off toxic cycle. They block you during every argument and come back like nothing happened.
I'm not gonna lie, that used to be me when I was. I'm not gonna hold you. I had that real bad. Like I was the kind of person we having an argument on the phone. I'ma hang up, block you, and then I would get like Cash App messages telling yeah, send the funds, telling block, thanks.
This bitch. I can't.
Young me was a mess. Okay.
I've definitely done it before. I've done it before. I'm not too big on it, but I've done it before. Now, if I block you, I'm just gonna leave you the fuck block. You know what else is very toxic? To block somebody and then go and check on them from another fucking something. I
Oh
can't
yeah.
say that I haven't done that either, but I've definitely done that. But I don't do it no more because, baby, I don't got time for that. If I blocked you, if you're out of my life, good riddance, peace. I hope everything works out for you. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, well, once she blocked, I ain't really got nothing to check up on.
Yeah.
Realistically, somebody somewhere is gonna report what you've been doing, and I'm just gonna be like,
Well, good for you. That's me. That's always my response. Well, good for them.
okay, cause what?
Cause, baby, nah. When I got blocked, I used to email them. Right now, if I block you, you're blocked forever. On God, that's it. That's just
Not
it.
block and send an email.
Logan is crazy. Toxic gonna say me a little bit. I'm screaming.
I mean, we all been there to some extent, but I definitely, me in my teen years, very early 20s,
That was
block,
definitely me.
unblock.
Yep.
Yeah, I was.
Ming Lee said to whom it may concern. Exactly. If you gotta block me, make sure it's on everything. Yep. Yep. You gotta make sure that you block across the board. I've definitely had people in recent years block me, not like relationships, well, some relationships, but block me just to unblock me so that way they could see what the fuck I'm doing or what I'm posting or whatever. And then I had to go behind them to block them. Because, baby, no. One thing about it, keep me blocked, bitch. You did it for a reason. Let's keep it that way. So I'll go and block they ass on every fucking thing. You ain't got to worry about me, boo. Don't worry about him, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. Do it, lady.
Do it, lady.
Exactly, chit. Exactly. Fuck out of here. I have my annual one time a year where I let someone out of jail depending on what they did. Blocking you on
What did it
everything.
mean?
I block on everything and unfriend the family, friends on every. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta do it.
Absolutely, because sometimes it really is that deep.
Yeah. Yeah. Ew, I sounded like TJ.
Please.
All right, next one. They love bomb and then ghost. Scenario: heavy affection, gifts, text, then suddenly nothing. Don't that sound fucking familiar?
Child, a major red flag.
I
But I'm not.
literally just got
I
out of the
don't.
biggest fucking love bomb ever. Why would you do that to me, you punk bitch?
Yeah, some people. I don't know. I think it's. I really do think it's like an illness. I'm not gonna lie.
Gotta be. It
I
gotta
I
be.
haven't really. I feel like I haven't really been with anybody who has. Well, I've been love bombed, yes, but I feel like I'm pretty good at recognizing that because once you start acting all iffy, I'll be like, yeah, I good riddance. I ain't really thinking about this shit no more. But I have seen in other relationships as how real life, even like my own mom for real, is like to be with somebody who just love bombs, does all these grand gestures, and then it's like to dead ass just leave like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg.
Like
And
to fucking
that's
just
just not
disappear.
cool.
It's not
Yeah,
at
that's
all.
not cool.
It's not.
Communicate. Let people know what it is. It's okay to change your mind.
In my case, it was a little different, a little more into it, but yeah,
Yeah.
still the same sentiment. Still could have said something.
Yeah. I just feel like people are owed better. If this is somewhere that you really put
Absolutely.
in the time, let people know if it's not working for you, circumstances change. Even if you don't feel the same, just be real about it. Don't just leave people in the dark. That's super cool. Don't do that to
No,
people.
well, I feel that way, and then I also feel the other half where some people don't even deserve a fucking anything.
Well, yes, I feel like there are certain circumstances
Yes.
that if you know that you're dealing with somebody who's a little like off, a little crazy, and you feel like they gon' fuck around and send you the umpteen messages and call you 47 times at 1:47 in the morning. Yeah, no, I can see that. I'm not saying that is wrong. I ain't saying that it's right either, but I understand. you
Mhm.
know
Mhm.
I get it.
All right, let's go for another one. Friends but not publicly. They claim you're so special, but they never post you, never introduce you to friends, and call you homie in public.
It depends.
Farnham said red flag.
Is it a red flag? It can be, but that I feel like it's situational. But again, I'm just an untraditional girly doing untraditional things. But again,
Yeah.
if you do introduce
I
me to
mean,
people and
to
I'm
to
just
be
a
honest, it is
homie, then
situational.
on that.
It is
Yeah.
situational only because sometimes what if you're really just starting out talking to somebody and y'all not ready to take it to that next level yet. So it's okay if you be like, oh, this is my friend, because y'all don't know if it's gonna work or where you're gonna stand yet or whatever the case is. It
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah, it's circumstantial. Now, if this is somebody that you've been dealing with for a while and like if you're wanting more and that's what they're kind of hitting you with, then yeah, red flag.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
get up out of there.
Exactly. I'm very big on, especially if you decide to take it there, if you want to be somebody, don't we could be private and still be public. You don't have to hide me, but don't you don't we don't have to mention anything to anybody or whatever the case is. We don't have to do like grand posts on Facebook and make it seem like our relationship is like to other people, because I'm not in this relationship for other people's views or eyes. I don't give a fuck, to be honest.
Yeah,
But
same.
I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. That's a bad thing. But I don't care what nobody has to say about whatever we got going on. Only the
Right.
people that are close to me have a say. Like my true like circle, their opinions matter to me, and then that's really it. And then but it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Right.
Like I don't give a fuck about all of that.
Exactly.
But don't hide me. Don't hide me,
Exactly.
bitch.
Yeah.
If you want to
Ain't
post a
no
little picture, you
sitting
can
right
post a little
there.
picture. If people be like, "Oh, who's this?" or whatever, mind your business, hoe. Mind your business. We just out here eating bacon, egg, and cheese on a park bench. Mind your business.
You stupid.
Exactly. But yeah, that is our time, guys. That hour and a half
Yeah.
flew the fuck past, didn't it?
Well, yes.
This was such a good topic, and it really is so much more that we could just talk about, and we could just keep going and going, because motherfuckers is toxic. Get out of that toxic shit, y'all. Get out of that toxic mentality. Stop thinking that you're petty and petty is cute. None of that shit is cute, B. None of that shit
No,
is
for
cute.
real.
None of that
And
shit is
healthy
cool.
relationships are not boring. There's ways to keep it spicy. Like I said, learn to
Exactly.
talk shit without hitting below the belt and have a time.
Right.
Learn
Yeah.
to have a good banter.
Learn to understand and listen to your partner as well.
Yes.
Learn to communicate your feelings properly as well without hurting somebody's feelings. And just be a good fucking person. Nobody wants to leave this earth being known as that shitty motherfucker, you know?
Nah, for real. Imagine.
Right. Right.
Now people at your funeral talk about some toxic, messy bitch. Oh, you have me sick. Oh,
Exactly. But thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. Honestly, I was not feeling like streaming this doing the podcast. I was gonna push it back, but I'm glad that I did it. I'm glad that I
What is
pushed
that,
through.
velvet?
I'm glad that I had y'all to talk to. I'm glad that Mo was here.
of course.
Thank you, sis,
You're
for the
doing my
30 West Up.
co-hosting.
Yes, I appreciate you. I love you dearly.
Of course. Love you too, bro.
Yes. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, sis. Shout out to everybody. I love you too, sis. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Yes. Yes, that's what it's all about. Just me having an open conversation with my peoples. That's what I wanted to feel like. Does it hit? Does it give that? Does it give y'all like y'all sitting here just chopping it up with your peoples? Cause that's what I wanted to give. Okay.
Just in here having a time, per usual.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to get more people in here to vibe out, and enjoy the stream. But I appreciate all of y'all. Yeah, it's very real and grown up, very interactive as well. Yes, yes. I like for it to be that way. I like to talk to y'all and get y'all opinions on the different things. It's not just gonna like a cut and dry conversation between me and Ma. Yes. And we're going to come back in another 2 weeks. Of course, the next episode will be on the 2nd of August. The 2nd of August, y'all. Wait, hold on. The 2nd of August. In the next episode, I don't know what we're going to do yet, but y'all already know that I'm going to put out a flyer, and we're gonna have some fun. This bitch gonna say good. I should be fired by then.
Uh,
The way she looking forward to getting left by this job is crazy.
we'll make all your wishes come true within the next 2 weeks. Greener
Yeah, she
pastures.
tired of this fucking job. But this was such a good show.
Yeah,
It was a good
great.
topic. We had some good vibes. Had some good laughs. Yeah. Again, you guys, if you know anybody who is out there being domestically abused, please make sure that y'all give this hotline a call, the National Domestic Violence Hotline. It is 1-800-799-7233, and you can also text begin to 88788, you guys. So again, that number is 88788, and you could text begin, and somebody will definitely respond to you immediately and help you out in your time of need if you need to escape some kind of domestic situation, whether it be family or relationships or whatever the case is. Get up out that shit. Get out, damn it, and start your real life.
Right.
Start the good one, because that's what's gonna come. That's what's gonna come.
The
Hey,
quicker you make the choice, the quicker the opportunities. will
hell
come.
yeah.
So,
Yes, get out with your life, especially if you got kids too. Oh, do it for the babies. Your babies do not need to grow up thinking like that is how love is supposed to be. They don't deserve that. They don't deserve that. Yep, exactly. Yes, break the cycle. Fuck that shit. Get up out there, bitch. Yes, thank you so much for the finishing out the what's up goal, and sis, thank you so much for the hand heart. Yeah, too many has been lost to DV, and if you like, oh, I'ma leave next time, there might not be a next time, cause you never know when the fuck it's gonna like that will be the time that this motherfucker decides to do whatever. Get the fuck out, leave. Hurry!
now she's turning into a gremlin to relay the message. Please.
Gotta get out. Exactly. Liz, sis said leave immediately, and then Big Lee said please. Sis said the urgency laughing my ass off. Exactly. Get out! Hurry! But yes. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for tuning in to Peach Tea Podcast. We will be back here August 2nd with some more piping hot tea and conversation that's sweet with your girl Mo and me. Oh, fucking bars! Come on, bars!
God.
Hit that shit. What you know about that? Now I'm about to fucking Harlem Shake. Harlem Shake, bitch. Harlem Shake, bitch. Yes. All right, you guys. We're out of here. Thank y'all again. Thank y'all for the gifts, the shares, the likes, the loves. I'll be back on Monday, 11 a.m. and we're going to be playing. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to play. Maybe we'll go back to Coochie Burger because I haven't played that in a while and I kind of miss it. I be missing this sometimes. Sometimes. Not all the time because y'all be running me low with that Coochie Burger. But sometimes. Thank you. Thank you for the 11 roses. Later, guys.
Bye.
Toodaloo. Toodaloo.